This is so exciting. This is a void that's been missing in this country for a long time. So there's questions on everybody's mind where you think you know the answers, but you don't. Hey everybody, it's Danny from Jodan Buick GMC in Moosic, PA, and this is Tailgate Talk. You know what we're going to talk about today? Chips!
It's one of my favorite subjects.
Chips! That's on everybody's mind, is chips. So let's talk about the chips.
Yeah.
So,
no wonder there's a shortage of chips while you're throwing them around like that.
Right. So there's supposed to be a shortage of chips. It's not that there's supposed to be. There is a shortage of chips out there. So not a lot of people know that, I'm sure a lot of us didn't know, about, guess how many chips are in a vehicle today? Any idea out there?
No.
No?
No.
Approximately 1,000 chips are in one vehicle. Can you imagine that? 1,000 chips in one vehicle. There's about 3 electronic chips in your key fob that you have to open up your car door nowadays and or start your car, but 1,000 chips. So we're not talking about chips, we're talking about chips and the availability to build chips, to put into vehicles, to get them to the dealerships. So right now there's a shortage of vehicles. There's not really a shortage of vehicles. The vehicles are there, it just completed them. So they're all kind of like in holding pens.
Correct. Yeah, they're waiting for the microchips to be installed.
So it's not just the GM brand, it's everybody. It's Honda, it's Toyota, it's Kia, it's Ford. Everybody is that's building vehicles are depending upon these chips. Now there is other sources out there that they are manufacturing chips.
They are.
Not as fast as we like to, but vehicles are being built, chips are being installed, and dealers are getting vehicles.
Correct.
Not as fast as we anticipated, but we could see it progressively getting better.
Right. And this microchip shortage did not just hurt the supply chain on vehicles, it's everything.
Everything.
You know, it's amazing what devices have chips. I mean, our cell phones.
Your margarita blender.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some extra ones for that then.
Right.
But no, seriously, your telephones, these cameras we're using to make these videos right now, anything, vending machine, they all have microchips in them. So, with there's a few reasons I think why this microchip shortage occurred. Number one, with the shutdown from the pandemic, a lot of people were home and they were buying a lot of electronics, televisions, PlayStations, Xboxes, new phones.
That's right.
And all of those devices take a lot of microchips as well. They're also buying vehicles, and it did affect our supply tremendously. So even without a microchip shortage, there would have been a bit of a supply problem just because of the increase in business we saw due to the coronavirus shutdown. So again, it's not just vehicles that are in short supply, it's everything. Even refrigerators these days have microchips in them with the electronics they have on the refrigerators. So pretty much you name it, anything out there that's new and has any innovation is going to have microchips in them.
Right. So as far as dealers goes, I've been driving by. Some dealers have inventory, some don't. We're lucky enough to have inventory.
Yes.
It is coming in slowly, not as much as we anticipated, but we are getting new inventory daily.
Correct.
We are making and taking deposits on vehicles that have not yet hit, so we know what's coming in. It's just a delay with the chips.
Right.
So they are already either sold or we have deposits on them.
Yes.
Coming in here. And they do have target dates that when we receive them, that they're pretty close.
They are. Yeah, usually within a few days.
So again, it's all going back to supply and demand. Right now, the demand is very high for new vehicles and used cars for that matter. And there isn't a lot of supply out there.
Correct.
So thus, it's driving the price up, especially on used vehicles. So now, in all my years of business, I have seen vehicles bring astronomical prices, even trade-in values.
Yes.
People are getting so much money right now for their trade just because of supply and demand. Right. So it works both ways. We are not asking more than sticker, which a lot of dealers out there are asking more money across the country.
Right. It's actually a great time to buy a new car if you can find a new car. And that really is the biggest challenge, is finding a vehicle that suits what you're looking for. So fortunately, Dan had the foresight to stay heavy on the ordering of vehicles. When other dealers were turning down shipments when the pandemic first hit, we were accepting all shipments. As a matter of fact, we upped our supply, and our lot was stocked. You know, we had a very good selection of vehicles, and fortunately, we still have a good selection of vehicles here. Interestingly enough, the used cars, as you referred to earlier, have gone up somewhere in the neighborhood of probably 30%, you know, which is a huge amount of money. Yeah. On an average $25,000 car, you know, that vehicle's now worth over 30, you know, a year later, which is amazing. In the meantime, fortunately, the manufacturer, GM, General Motors, kept our rebates and incentives very strong. You know, as Danny alluded to, you know, a lot of dealers are selling vehicles for over MSRP, particularly Sierras, Yukons. We don't, you know. We have inquiries from all over the country. People trying to buy these vehicles from all over the country because we're one of the few dealers that aren't, I don't want to use the word gouging, but trying to take advantage of people during these tough times.
And we have had dealers call and actually say, hey, we'll pay sticker for your car.
Yes, we have.
Dealers.
Right.
GM dealers, Buick dealers that say, hey, we don't have the inventory. Are you willing to sell us your car for a sticker? Which is unheard of.
In some cases,
That's
over
crazy.
sticker. It is hard to believe, but in some cases, over MSRP for another dealer. So that tells you the kind of money that the market is demanding on some of the hottest vehicles that are out there right now.
So the recommendation is, if you are in the market, or maybe if you weren't in the market, now is the best time, if somebody has a trade, to trade in their car and buy a new vehicle.
It really is. Yeah, it really is. I've been doing this, you know, automobile business for my entire adult life, pretty much, and I've never seen anything like this personally. Cash for Clunkers is about the closest you have seen, and I want to say that was 2007 or 8, right? The demand was huge back then as well, because the government was giving you, I want to say, up to $3,500 for your old clunker if it was a vehicle that maybe was not the best for fuel economy. $3,500. You know, for instance, right now on a Sierra, one of the hottest selling vehicles in the market, GM is giving you a $4,800 rebate right now on a crew cab Sierra. So that's, you know, more money than the government was giving for the cash for clunkers almost 15 years ago, which generated a huge increase in the market and sales. So with the rebates the manufacturer's given us, with the discounts we do here at Joe Dan, and with the trade allowances that people are getting for their trades, I don't know there's ever been a better time to buy a new car. Again, if you can find one that suits what you're looking for.
Absolutely. So not only do we have Buick and GMC new cars here, we get a lot of trades.
Yes.
So a lot of dealers generally would take those trades to an auction and wholesale them, but it seems as though that the dealerships now, every car that they are trading, they are keeping.
Right.
So we're on the same path. We keep the vehicles that we trade. They go through our service department. A lot of them get certified if they meet the criteria.
Correct.
The GM certification process, which is a 172-point checklist that they go over.
Yes.
Very stringent process. So all the cars are serviced. They get tested. They get reconditioned if need be. And then they get warrantied and put out on the dealership. But like I said, we have been holding on to more vehicles now that we are trading in than any other time.
Right. Because of the shorter supply of new vehicles right now, I think these certified pre-owned vehicles are going to be the hottest sellers we have probably throughout the summer. And for a couple of reasons. Number one, they're like new vehicles. They're generally speaking within a few years of date of first use. They come with a great warranty, a minimum of a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a drivetrain warranty covering all your major components, engine, transmission, driveline, rear end, four-wheel drive systems, up to 100,000 miles, as well as roadside assistance and a a maintenance plan that covers your first 2 service intervals.
And that is no cost. That's what
Free
you
of
get
charge,
when you
yes.
buy a certified
That's correct.
GM
Yes,
vehicle.
every certified vehicle comes with that. On top of that, if we do sell a vehicle that is not a General Motors vehicle, or maybe something that doesn't qualify for certification based on model year or mileage, we here at Jodan do not sell vehicles without warranty. Everything we sell here, no matter what it is, you get at least a minimum of a 6-month, 7,500-mile warranty, again, included at no charge with no deductible.
Just for that peace of mind for those
Absolutely,
customers
yes.
that went out there.
Yeah. Right. The reason we're able to do that is because we do thoroughly recondition the vehicles here. We don't put a vehicle on the lot that you're going to buy and have to do work to immediately down the road. We don't sell fixer-uppers. We sell road-ready, reconditioned, quality vehicles here at this location for sure.
And I can tell you, when we trade a vehicle, the first thing I will do is I will drive that vehicle personally, or Mike will drive the vehicle. We make a little punch list of all the things that would jump out on us, maybe a little steering wheel wobble or a brake pulsation or something like that. We make a little note, goes to our service department. In addition to what we tell them, our little punch list, they evaluate the car. They go through it from top to bottom, front to back.
Right.
Check out everything, filters, spark plugs, brakes, shocks, tires, whatever it needs, they will do.
Correct.
When it gets completed over there, I or Mike or somebody else will drive it and put 15, 20, 100 miles on it to make sure that it is perfect, that there are no issues, just for everybody's peace of mind.
Right.
From there, it goes to our reconditioning department. It gets totally disinfected with the virus going on right now that we have special chemicals, deodorizers that go in there now, and rest assured that that car has been sanitized.
Absolutely.
On the inside.
Yes. Yeah. As well as a mechanical reconditioning, they receive a full cosmetic reconditioning as well. So, you know, interior and exterior reconditioning on the vehicle with, you know, carpet shampooed, seats cleaned, you know, any tears or on seats are fixed or replaced. You know, we generally throw a new set of floor mats in there if the other floor mats seem a little worn. We make sure that right down to the spare tire that the vehicle is 100% ready for the road, so you're not let down. You know, you get a flat tire on the side of the road, you pull out your spare and it has no air in it, or it's a bad tire, you're gonna have a bad taste in your mouth for the dealership you bought that car from. And,
Absolutely.
we don't want that here at all.
So rest assured, our technicians are master certified. Some of them are top in the country that we have right here at this dealership. And because of that, there are a lot of Buick GM vehicles that weren't purchased here, that were maybe out of states, because we have a lot of people come from out of state that come here because we have the knowledge. They are certified, and we have the experience in the industry. Any issue that somebody has with their vehicle is never too big.
Yes.
You can fix anything here.
Correct.
Repair anything, and it's not that we just throw parts at it. We usually diagnose. We want to see why that part failed, how we can make it better. And believe it or not, GM has a feedback line that we can call them and tell them, hey, that we have an issue. Is there any way that you guys can maybe upgrade this issue? So the feedback from our certified techs is great, that they could change either on the line in a design quality issue and stop it and nip it in the bud.
Right.
So again, getting back to the family, it's a GM family that we have here. Everybody's helping one another, even that GM is a mega company here. It all stems down to that one person can make a difference, or one dealership can make a difference for the good of all of us to make a better product.
Absolutely.
And that's how the cycle chain works here. But rest assured, when it leaves this dealership, it is gone through entirely, and you can get value.
Yes, yeah, 100% fully reconditioned vehicles. That's our goal here.
Right. So instead of spending, like, say, if somebody comes in and they have a $2,000 bill, a lot of people, hey, what's the other option? Do I fix it? Is it time to trade in? Something like that. But again, it's information. Even if you're not in the market and you have a $1,000 bill on your car, whether it needs tires or brakes or anything like that, hey, before you spend that money, that's good down payment money. Check out the inventory that we have and get yourself in a new car. Because a lot of times, even the same payment, we can get you in a brand new car for the same money.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
And that makes sense.
Recently had a customer here yesterday that had a vehicle that they had leased. They had about, I think, 6 or 7 months left on their lease contract. They were able to trade up to a higher equipped vehicle, a newer model of the same vehicle they drive, and actually dropped their payment by $60 a month.
See that?
Nothing out of pocket. Actually had equity in their lease turn-in, which a year ago would be unheard of, honestly. But these days, because of the values of these trade-ins, they actually had equity in their vehicle, which we applied to the new vehicle, and again got into a newer model, brand new vehicle, and dropped their payment by $60 a month.
Terrific.
Happy customers.
Happy customers. So this is all the time we have for this episode of Tailgate Talk. If you want to get in touch with us, it's Tailgate Talk at Jodan Buick GMC. If you like the episode or if you want us to talk about something, anything that's car related, car industry, how about leasing versus buying on the next one? Maybe that could be another Tailgate Talk. I mean, people are interested in that. What's the pros and cons?
Yeah.
So it's Danny from Jodan Buick GMC in Moosic, PA, serving all of Scranton and Wilkes-Barre.
Just one more question. What'd you do with those chips?
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, let's go for lunch. I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks, everybody.